Okay, I just want to see if this works. And okay, what is this? Okay. Okay, so okay. All right, so hey guys, DC Transit Films, also known as Arnold from like anywhere else. This is the first time I'm actually doing something like this in my life. I don't really ever do
Okay, what is this?
this
Okay.
stuff, and there, my fault. I was trying to set up this live stream, and it took me a couple minutes, but here we are, I guess. So I don't know how I do this, like, and how everyone else does it, but this is like gonna be like raw and like just my opinions on what's going on. It's still like my first time ever doing a live stream. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, I know this one girl who's been doing it. That's my one of my friends, but she's more confident in me. But like, I'm just like I'm just improv everything. Like, I'll say that right now. And I don't really like do these videos on DC Transit Films. I'll This will be a video I will do on my other account, but I decided to do it here. But I will import this live stream into my second account, and I will edit it like heavily about all the blank space and stuff. All right, so let me just like fix some stuff real quick on my side here before I hold on 1 second. This is like something I don't do. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is just all right, guys. So this live stream is going to be about WMATA's Better Bus redesign because I wanted to do like a full video explaining it, but I don't really feel like editing about all of this and like continuously then trying to do like the videos, edit like cutting off all the videos and like having to redo it. So I'm just doing like a live reaction on this. And I'm gonna go pull my comments on this on my other phone so I can see it on like the live chat as we do. What's up, everyone? Whoever's joining this shit. So, all right. So, okay, I look a little idiot in my thing. So we're gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna try to keep myself straight. Yeah. So, okay? So let's get to this show right now. So. Today we're going to be talking about WMATA's Better Bus redesign. Like back in November 2024, WMATA approved its Better Bus redesign back in after like months of proposals. So the proposals are the final 2025 versions. So like the final 2024 I meant. It was like from I think it was like the second proposal what they did earlier in the year. The first one was like a bigger one, but that had a lot of like ride-on routes on it and like some other routes, and then they just completely redesigned it again. So I could look at it. So right here, I'm gonna delete these real quick. So this is going to be the final 2025 network right here, and there was some other one, but like I don't know where I found it actually. Like, okay, so I need to fix my phone. All right, so here's the there's some more archives. Like I think this is the one. I remember seeing it. Oh yeah, it's right here. This is from the 2023 one. I think it's somewhere around here. This is the proposed, and then this is the revised. This is the draft. Yeah, it went from draft to the revised to the final. So yeah, so I'm sorry. I don't really do this much, so I'm not good at this like thing. What's up, everyone who is joining the chat? Like, this is like the first time you're gonna see my face. Like, if you added me on like Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, and this ride-on route. Yeah, you're right. This Better Bus redesign is supposed to replace some ride-on routes, but I'm not sure which one exactly. I already know ride-on 10 is gonna be eliminated, and then the L8 and the T2 is gonna be completely implemented on under WMATA fully. So we're gonna start off with like the DC map. Here we are. You see right here there's a lot of so we're gonna go talk about like what the route names are and what's different or the same about them. So right now, so let's talk about the name designs first. So the name designs on the name designs. So C will be the crosstown routes, which will not really enter DC. Let's say, like, let's think about it right here. The C83. Let's give this an example. It will operate between it will not enter downtown. So like this C83 goes to Friendship Heights and it goes somewhere around like the M4, I think. So this will not go between Friendship Heights. I mean, this will not go into downtown. Let's say, well, let's compare. Let's say the D6X, which is I think the 79. So it will go all the way down, and if it enters this area, like this exact downtown insert, it will be considered a D route. But if it does not really enter, it will consider a C route for the most part, because I know in the map, I'm looking at it right now, there are some C routes that enter DC, but if it's majority in DC, it will be considered in downtown, it would be considered like a downtown route. So, or its terminus, like, I think I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna be, like, really, in my opinion, but this is more of a I don't really know how to say it, but it goes between. But I know it's like if it's between like if it. I don't know how to say. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not sure how to say this really. But yeah, this is the downtown insert for. Oh no, right here. Here's the downtown insert for the route, and then the crosstown will only be like. Will be letter C. So we're gonna start off with the DC route. Let's start that out right now. So yeah, okay. So yeah, in the comment sections, the PG County is supposed to get some routes, which is true, which I will get into it. But right now, we're going to talk about it. So yeah, okay. So in those route profiles right here, and my phone keeps falling. I'm gonna just do it like this, really. All right, so in the in each what's it called? In each like network redesign thing, they will have the Metrobus current route and the similar routes right next door to each other. Like, so let's say the K2 right here, the similar route will be the C77. Same thing for, like, let's say the S41. It will be the C57 and the D36. And then the bus will also be getting redesigned at the same time, so the bus will be getting some new routes right here. So we're gonna start off with the C11. So I was doing this video before, but I didn't really like it. So I scrapped it and I decided to just do a full live stream. So okay, my fault again. You know, I'm taking out my phone charger. Alright, so C11. So the route names are not official. Like, let's say C11S Capitol Street. That's not the official name yet. Because the C25 is like a different name. I think it was like the Anacostia Stadium Run Shutter or something like that. But the C25 here is going to be is this lane right here. So it's going to be changed. So right now, let me just like quickly go into it real quick. Where is it? Okay, so okay. Try to shift my feet a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. This is not my original house. I'm just like dog sitting for the weekend, so that's why like the background's a little different. I'm kind of like slouched over because like I don't have my actual chair on me. So all right. Okay, so yeah, it's a C25 Anacostia Staten Road line right here. And in the proposal, it does say this line, Pomeroy Road. I don't even know how to say it, road Skyline, so that's not the one. So let's talk about the route starting off. So C11 is the South Capitol Street. So it's just like a mixture of the A6, I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't know because I don't ride the A6 and A8, but I'm pretty sure this is the A6 more than the A8. Then the A4 a little bit. I don't know where the A4 would be on this, but I know it's the P6 between Lafond and Anacostia because I know the P6 goes on M Street. And then the A6 and A6 or A8, I forgot which one is exactly, but it goes between Anacostia and like somewhere, I don't know, and Washington Highlands. Like I never really ride the A line, so I'm not sure. Yeah, right on it. Suppose I'll get to that a little later. So then this line will be fully extended from like Washington Highlands down further to Oxon Hill Park and Ride and National Harbor. This will replace Route 35 on the bus. So I think this is a okay route. I kind of dig it because it's going to be every 20 minutes daily, and it's going to be every 24 hours. Except during the late nights, it'll only go up to Eastover Shopping Center, which I feel is okay because like late night and National Harbor isn't really ideal. Like the only thing open there is like the casino, but I feel like this route is going to be pretty good because like it's a mixture. It's like a downtown connection from Lafond to National Harbor without having to get off the train at like King Street or Southern Avenue. So yeah, that's what I feel. Like it's also going to serve like 4 Green Line stations right off the bat. So yeah, I think this will be a good route. Like in my opinion, I kind of like this route because like it's also because like I think there is gonna be losing the connection between National Harbor and like Southern Avenue, I think. So that's kind of why like I think it would be beneficial, and it's also starting for Anacostia. However, it's gonna be kind of long in my opinion. I'm gonna say that. But this is going to be every 20 minutes. And like I said, I don't know how long each route is going to be yet, as we don't have the official schedules yet or official line names. But yeah, cost to ride, regular fare. I just saw this right now. It will be regular fare on this bottom right here. And the frequency shown are averages. So this will be a part of the 20. So yeah, 20-minute thing. Yeah. And the DC routes will be different. Yeah, it will be really different. I'm not okay, so now we're going to go on the C13, which is, I think, a part of the A2, and then it'll have, like, part of the A6 as well. I'm not sure. Let me go check it out right now, actually. Where's A6? Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was right. I was wrong. The A8 is on South Capitol Street. The A6 is on Wheeler. I actually thought the A8 that was the A8. A6 is on the other side, but guess I was wrong. I guess. So now the A2. Let me go on the A2 schedule for a sec so I can compare it. Right to so. Okay, so this is really part of the A6, I think. It's just the A2 I meant. This is more of like an A6 with like a little bit of the A2 in it, I guess I would say. But I don't think it is fully the A2. I'm going to say that right now. Like, and then this will go up to Eastover Shopping Center. I'm not sure how to feel about this route. Like I said, I don't really ride the A lines or anything from Anacostia. So that's what I would say, but it's every 12 minutes. Yes, like, okay, I'm looking at the comments right now. Some of the routes from Southern Avenue are going to be combined. That's what I'm thinking of right now. So so this was the A8, A6, I meant, and then like, I don't know what this part is, but I know the A6 goes here with the A8, but I don't know if this is supposed to be part of the A2 or something, but that's what I feel. C13 will be every 12 minutes. C15, that will be... Okay, so I'm not sure what other this route... Okay, this is going to be the A8. A8 more the A8, I think. So, oh no, it's not going to be A8. This is going to be more the A2 between Anacostia and Southern Avenue with with the service inside Washington Highland being completely different. but I'm not sure what route is gonna. I think this is the B2 between the Potomac Avenue and Anacostia. Let me just pull it up just to be sure. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Okay, it's kind of almost like that. Pennsylvania Avenue, Minnesota Avenue, okay, the V and W Street. Yeah, it's I think it's similar to the B2 between Potomac Avenue and Anacostia. So this is supposed to be like the A2 and B2 combined, I think, but okay, so yeah, I don't really know how to feel. Like I said, I don't really ride the Anacostia routes. I'm like more Maryland and like Northwestern routes more, so I'm not sure how I'll feel about this. This is also gonna be every 20 minutes. So, and most of these routes are fare, like regular fares, so it's gonna be the base 225 fares. So, okay, so this is the route I kind of saw. Like, I feel wouldn't be in my opinion wasn't a fan of. Like, this is gonna be the A4, more of the A4 and the A. Let me pull up the A4 because I'm not really sure about like I said, I don't know half of these routes in my top of my head. Okay. Okay, so this is Savannah Street, Missouri Avenue. I think that's also the A2. They're combining the A2 and the A4 together. Oh yeah, it is. They are. So this goes Missouri. And instead of going on 1st Street, it's going to continue down onto Atlantic. I think that's where the A4 goes. Somewhere along those lines. And then Martin Luther King. Yeah, somewhere along those lines. That's the A4 around here. And then it'll go into Eastover Shopping Center. So, not where... This is going to Fort Drum, and then this will go to Eastover. And A2 and B2... A2 and B2 is crazy, like, combination. But, like... This is also supposed to be, like, the W2, W3, like, this area, I remember. When I was looking over it, like, briefly. But... I kind of don't really like this route. I'm gonna be honest. Like... You're going to have, like, a worthless deviation into, like, this part. Which I think could have just been, like, its own route between Anacostia and here. But that will be too short. So, I would have, honestly, had put that with the C15 instead. But, like, more than the C17. But I think the reason why they do this is because it's going to go Eastover. And... Well, the route is going to be kind of, like, more shorter. So they had at least have to add something to make it, like, okay, I guess. But, like, I don't really really wouldn't be a fan of this route. I'm not sure, like I said, like, people in, like down here can, like, vouch for me. Because, like, I'm not really sure about half of these, northwestern route. Like, these southeastern routes. Okay, so the C21 and C23, what I was looking at, so these two routes are kind of the same from the V4, the V7, and the W4. So let's pull up the W4, the W7, and the V7 W4 on it. So, okay, so here's the V7 and the V8. So, alright, so I think the C21 is the V7. So, yes. Okay, it is. Alright. Let's look at this for a second. Okay, yeah, the C21 is as basically the V7 and then the W4, but except it's extended from Congress Heights into Anacostia. So this is the W4 route, regular W4 route, and okay, so, yeah, okay. And then the V7 between Minnesota and Benning Road. So this is like the W4 and the V7 combined. Like the W4 normally between Benning Road and Anacostia, and then the V7 into Minnesota. So this will be every 12 minutes. So this is going to be the new W4, I guess I'll say then. And then this is between this is the current W4. But yeah, this is the current W4 between Deanwood and Benning Road. But now it's going to be completely different. Instead of going like on the W4 between like Southern Avenue, Pennsylvania, Alabama Avenue, and stuff. It is still going to Alabama, but it's going to be modified a little bit. I'm not sure. It is like a little bit the W6 and the W8, I think. Like I said, I don't really ride some of these routes, so some people need to vouch on me on that. So let me pull up the W6 and W8 then. So, oh yeah, it is the loop the loop. I forgot it was a loop, but like this is Alabama Avenue, Marion Baby. Okay, I can't really tell, so I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about this. Like, I feel like this route will be more of a like it's more of a feeder connector for the current like the C21, because this is only going to be every 30 minutes, and the C21s are going to be every 12 minutes. So this is like a little bit of the W4. I'm gonna say that. Looking at it, except I don't know what routes go along these streets, so I think it's W6, W8. So if someone can correct me, please tell me. But I don't really know how to feel about half of these routes. So I might skip a bunch of like routes I don't know. So I'm sorry, I'm sliding down my thing. Cause like I said, this is not my room, and I'm using my thing, using a different chair. So yeah, and I'm kind of had like a few hours of sleep. So okay, so the C25 is and the C26, they are the same routes because they but the only difference is between this loop, which is the current C25 going on right now. So since the C25 already started, so this is going to be the C25 already started. So it started as like in order to replace DC Circulator, but it only goes between Anacostia and this like loop right here, and then like in the new proposal, it's going to be extended into Skyline Town Center. I think this is part of the W6 and the W8. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. It is going to be part. I kind of don't really like the loop that W6 and W8 does, so I feel like this is going to be like a better route of it. However, I just do not think. I think like having it like two different destinations, just like have a minor like different routing on Staten Road is kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Like, do we really need like some service on this line loop part right here? Really, or like right here? They could have just made it into one route. So I won't really know. Okay, so I'm gonna get some water real quick downstairs. So hold up for a second. All right. All right, are we back in? Sorry about that, guys. I need some water, so. Okay, so we're gonna get back into like start canoeing. This is, I think, is the W1. Like this whole new route, except it doesn't go to Southern Avenue. Like I can see a little bit of the W1 and this is a little bit of the A8, I think, right here. And this is the A4 down here between like Shepherd Parkway, and then it'll go. And I know this is the W1 because I remember reading the W1 when it first got introduced. Let's pull it up right now. So yeah, it is a little bit the W1. It's just gonna be now extended to Shepherd Parkway, and then it will go to Congress Heights, like how a little bit similar to what it does currently, a little different at the same time as well. And then it goes on Mississippi. I don't know what part of this route is, but this looks like a little bit of W4. It goes in there. Oh my god, is my dog needed to go to the bathroom again? Okay. Alright, so yeah, so this is the W1 right here. And it's gonna have weekend service now, so that's great. And this is the W. I remember this is the W2 and the W3. This is similar, except it doesn't go into like further. I don't know. Like this goes to Southern Avenue full time, but it no longer goes into like further Congress. What's my dog doing? Okay, hold on 1 second again. Oh, it's just dog is barking at the neighbors right now. So this is similar to the current W2 W3, except the W3 is not going to be around any. It's no longer going to go into like this deviation into Naylor Gardens, and like it's almost the same. A little bit of in here is also eliminated right here, so it can be more streamlined. Serve everything, and then this whole area is the same right here, and yeah, everything, and then the deviation into United Medical Center is also eliminated as well, and this will be every 20 minutes. The C31 is the V2 and the V4 is looking like, except now they're going to combine both of them into one longer route. So the V4 will be no longer going to like through here, and then now it goes to Navy Yard. Okay, so looking at the V2, V4, it goes to Pennsylvania Avenue. It's no longer going to go into Pennsylvania Avenue, so it's going to and this part will just be. So yeah, the V4 and the V2 will just be combined into one route. It's looking like, and this will be every 12 minutes. So instead of having two routes going between like Capitol Heights and like Anacostia Navy Yard, it's going to be one big route, long route, and it'll be every 12 minutes. And then the C33 is the current U4, so nothing's changed about it, as it stays right here. Matches existing U4 schedules, and it's kind of going to be like a better frequency, and yeah, it's interesting, everyone's saying. The C35 is a modified U7, I'm going to say that right now, except it's going to go to Naylor Road during like the peak hours via Minnesota Avenue and Branch Avenue Southeast. And this, okay, so let's go look at the U7. Yeah, and this part, I guess the part between Ridge Road and B Street will be eliminated, like going further into Greenway. I'm not sure where it will be on this map, but this is going to be extending to Fort DuPont instead, it seems. But this will be every like 20 minutes during the day, and then like 30 minutes at on weekends. Late nights and weekends, so I'd say that. So if you look at these things, they're like mostly like every 15 to 20 minutes at most, sometimes 30 minutes. Most of these routes. So this is like 20 minutes and then 30 minutes on weekends. So this route, I kind of like, this is the U5 and the U6 and the M6 combined. Like this is just like all over the place in my opinion. Like I don't really feel this is a route that this route was just thrown to merge together, but I feel it's a little bit messy in my opinion. So this M6 between Potomac Avenue and like Fairfax Village, and then this is the U5 and U6, and they're just going to be connected together between Alabama Avenue and Southern Avenue. Like I don't really think this route should be like. Let's say I don't really feel the M6 and the U5 and the U6 should be combined. Like I feel like the M6 should just be extended more into downtown instead of like, but then that means it will be like the current M, like the 32 and the 36. So I feel like it's like okay now as I'm looking at it right now, because I really didn't like this route at first, because like what's the point? But now as I'm looking at it, like if you want to extend the M6 instead, you're just gonna basically make it into like another 32 and 36. So I kind of feel like this route okay again. Like I said, every 20 minutes, it's gonna be every 20 minutes at least. So that's good. That'll be good. Okay, this is the C37. I thought it was the C35, 27. Okay, C41 is the current B2, except with an extension to West Hyattsville. So I kind of wonder why everything would go to West Hyattsville more than like PG Plaza, because PG Plaza does have more like things to go to, like let's say like the mall and like a few other things. However, I kind of feel because West Hyattsville has more bus space and more space to handle like buses that are like gonna be like layover more than PG Plaza, because the PG Plaza really has the C4 right now that lays over, and then the 1319, and then like their layover space is really small since I've been to PG Plaza. But I feel like it's one, like I know there's like another route that's gonna terminate at West Hyattsville, but I feel like that route should just go to one of these routes should go to PG Plaza, honestly. But this is the current B2 route between like Anacostia. Not really. Actually, no. I'm looking at it right now. It's not the B2. Like it's kind of different on the B2 though. Because the B2, I remember when I was looking at it earlier. It goes on Pennsylvania Avenue and Minnesota Avenue. This route will just stay on Potomac Avenue. Then go on the 11th Street Bridge over, and then go on Minnesota Avenue. I think that's why they said I think it was, I forgot which route it was though, but it was going to, hold up. Oh, the C15. That's why the C15 goes between Potomac and Anacostia. It's the via the B2, and then the B2 is going to be rerouted on the 11th Street Bridge. That's what I noticed now. So I kind of feel this is better. It would be a little better because the B2 is already long the way it is, and plus there's already a lot of service on like Minnesota Avenue. So I think it's a good idea they go through the 11th Street Bridge. I'm not really sure if there's like Metrobus service on it right now. Oh no, there is, because I remember there is service on 11th Street Bridge. Actually, do they have service? Let me check real quick. I'm not sure if they have any like service on the 11th Street Bridge right now. So let me go check it right now. That goes. Oh no, they do, but like I'm not. Oh yeah, it is the 90. Yeah, they do. I was tripping, but like the 90 and the 92 goes on. I'm tripping. My fault. Like I keep forgetting the 11th Street Bridge does have some Metrobus service. This is gonna be every 12 minutes between Mount Rainier and Anacostia, with every other trip going between like West Hyattsville and Mount Rainier. However, I feel like during the late nights they could just extend all the buses to they can either like terminate all buses at Mount Rainier or extend all buses to West Hyattsville, instead of having it like end like abruptly between like every other trip. Especially like I understand during like the daytime they'll do it, like they don't want to get it overcrowded. However, during the night I don't really feel it's I think it's a good idea. Like, because like they could have it only go up to Mount Rainier during the night, or have all trips go to West Hyattsville like during the late nights instead. Like that's what I feel. But other than that, like I think the extension of West Hyattsville is pretty good, because I know they are replacing I think the F1 a little bit on this, and then the C43 is just the X8, the current X8, which I don't know if this is their frequencies they had before, but that is kind of the same, but it's like okay, because the X8 doesn't really get much ridership, so that's why. Yeah, that's the current X8. So the C51 that's where it starts getting interesting for the crosstown route. This is like the 96 between like Tenleytown and like, and since the 90, I know the 90, 92, 96 follow kind of the same thing. The 90 goes only up to like around like Duke Ellington. The 92 only goes up to U Street, and then 96 goes up to Tenleytown. They are kind of the same. And this is more of the 96 more than the 92. The 90. Except the 90 will be, I think that looking at it right now, the 90 is going to be like 92, 96 are going to be simplified into like two routes. So, alright, yeah, okay. Okay, no, the 90 goes on Florida. 90, 92 goes on Florida Avenue. And then the 92 goes only up to, the 96 goes on New Jersey Avenue. But I'm looking at the, let me look at the maps real quick. Okay, so, okay, so, yeah, okay, so the 96 is the same between, like, Tenleytown and this area, somewhere down here. I think this is, like, Stadium Armory, I think. Okay, yeah, then it goes, on the 92 route, I think. No, it doesn't, actually. No, it doesn't. It goes on MLK. It goes on the 11th Street Bridge, and then Potomac. Yeah, this is a new routing route through here. But, this is the 96, basically. Except it's now going to Anacostia instead of going into Capitol Heights. I don't really think this route is, like, I think this route should just end at Stadium Armory. And then have like another route between like Anacostia, and have the 90 between Anacostia and like Woodley Park, I would say, or they have like a route between Woodley Park and Anacostia with the current route. Like I feel like like I said, these routes are long, but like these routes are feeling like it's gonna be really long during the long run. But this is every 20 minutes. The C53 is the 90, the 92. With it going up to Woodley Park, but during the late night it's only gonna go up to Duke Ellington Bridge. So this is the current 90s line, with some of the with like the 92, with the 90 and the 96 being combined into one route, and the 92 gonna be the same. This is gonna be every 12 minutes. So yeah, I really don't. I kind of like I do like the 92 going up to Duke Ellington, Woodley Park, but I did wish this route would go up to Tenleytown instead, in my opinion. But then, like at the same time, it's gonna be like a long route, like same thing with the 99. This is why I feel the 90 and the 92, 96 should be like they are. I see what they're trying to get. They're trying to simplify the routes into one big route. But at the same time, like, they should have, like, the 92... They could have the C53 also go to Anacostia as well, alongside, like, the C53, and maybe, like, a C54 or something. The C55 is the 74, basically. But it doesn't go up to, like, Buzzard Point anymore, and now goes to Union Station. So, let's pull up the 90... Let me pull up the 74 map. Okay, so... Okay, I do not like how this is completely. So I gotta I don't want to twist my hand on this. So yeah, this is partially part of the 74, which goes into Buzzard Point. Then it's gonna go on M Street, which I think also replaces part of the V4. Then I'm not sure. I think this is a little bit of the I think the B2, I think, and goes at the Union Station. So every 30 minutes and. I like this route, honestly, because the current 74, in my opinion, will get stuck in, like, 7th Street a lot, especially since we have the 70 and the 79 already going through it. And it only goes up to Aldi Field and stuff, so I do feel like this route is a little better, but at the same time might get a little trafficked up a little bit during the rush hour around this area. So, the C57 is the 96 between Benning Road and East Capitol. I'm not sure which route is this. I think Benning Road is a little bit of the X2. And then the Florida is, like, I think the 96. I'm not sure. No, the 92. It only goes to the U Street. I don't really feel like this route is this is going to be a weekday peak hour only route between that runs every 30 minutes. I really don't like this route. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know how much people ride between Benning Road and Capitol Heights, but that loses like a strong connection because this is the only route that goes between like Benning Road and Capitol Heights. Let me look at it right now through here, and I think I'm right. Stadium Armory, Benning Road, and yeah, that would, oh, the C-37 does go on it too. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It only goes a little bit on it, but like I feel like that route should get some more service a little bit because that stretch between Benning Road and Capitol Heights does get a little busy. I think. Don't. It's like something similar to like what the 97 used to be between. Oh wait, where is it? Between like Stadium Armory and Capitol Heights. But then again, like I don't think much people ride on it. I remember, but I do feel like it should be like at least like during the day. I get if they don't want to have weekend service, but at least have midday or an evening service in my opinion. So now we get to the H2 and the H4. This is gonna be like a little different. The H2 and the H4 will be modified into one line itself, which is the C61. This is between Tenleytown and Brooklyn. There's the same thing. And this will be on this is the H4 right here on Porter. And I'm not sure if they if they have the H2 a little bit on it. Okay, yeah, this is the H2 and the H4. So they're making it into one route. I think the C87 right here will Alright, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, this also doesn't go into like the hospitals. It does kinda though. Like it goes on the current H2, H4, a loop around this and then go out. In this one, they're just gonna go run straight through it and then back on Michigan Avenue. I feel like that deviation is better because like, what's the point of having to keep going into like the hospitals and keep looping around? And you're wasting time for like riders. It's like it's like why the H3 was eliminated. Yeah, because it was like pointless. But the H3 served a good purpose though. But this is going to be between the H2 and the H4 combined into one route. And it's going to be every 12 minutes as well. So the C63 is partially part of the old a little bit part of the H lines right between like the hospital center and Brooklyn. And it will go into like its normal route to Fort Lincoln. And then it will go to Deanwood. So let's pull up the H6 real quick because I actually don't really know half these routes. Okay. Goes a little bit on 14th Street and Franklin Street. Yeah, then it's a little modified in Fort Lincoln. I'm not going to go into every little detail. But I don't really feel... I kind of feel like this route between Fort Lincoln and Deanwood is unnecessary in my opinion. Like, they should just have it like on at Fort Lincoln at most. And you don't have to take the highway to go to Deanwood. Because I take my cousin to work in Pentagon City and Clarendon and Ballston before, and this road gets really traffic, and it is going to cause like a lot of slowness between Deanwood and Fort Lincoln. Like, I really think it should be just stay at Fort Lincoln more. It's going to be every 30 minutes as well. But like I said, just end at Fort Lincoln because going to Deanwood, you're going to get stuck in traffic. Okay, so let's start with the C71. This is the E2 a little bit with going into like Riggs Park, which overlaps like the former E3 service, and this will go on South Dakota 18. This goes into like Ivy City, and then I think this is a little bit of the D4, which goes on K Street to Union, and then it will be looped around, like turned into North Capitol to Union Station. Let me pull up the E2 again real quick. Alright, so yeah, this is going to go on South Dakota. Yeah, this is going to be like similar to the E3, the old E3, which operated between Friendship Heights and Ivy City via Riggs Park. And on weekends, the E2 was shortened to Fort Totten during the weekends, so I kind of feel like I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That if it only between Fort Totten and Ivy City, like via Riggs Park, because like between like Friendship Heights, Fort Totten, Riggs Park, and Ivy City, that was such a very long route, and it was prone to delays. So this only goes up to Ivy City, and then the D4. Where's the D4? The D4 and the E2 will be combined. It seems. It looks like to West Virginia Avenue. A little bit different around here, and then it will go on K Street, then it will turn to Union Station. So, 18th. Yeah, so I kind of feel like that route. I kind of like the C71 because I always said the D4 and the E2 should always be combined. But now they are gonna get combined, and then it's gonna be modified between Union Station and Fort Totten. So the C25 is basically the 62. The service past Georgia Avenue for the 63 is gonna be eliminated. So, and it's gonna be every 20 minutes. So this is just the C2, the 62 right now, and then the C77 is the K2. So it's right every 20 minutes already. So it's nothing really changed from noteworthy. It's just a route change. Okay, and this is one route I actually did look at a lot because this route I did ride the E4 a lot before, and my mom rides it to work all the time. So this is why I'm not a fan of this route. Like going between Fort Totten and Tenleytown and Sibley Hospital, I kind of like a lot of people does use the connection it does between Friendship Heights and Fort Totten because you can easily bypass the red line if it has something like going on. But now if it goes to Tenleytown, like it's just gonna be a pain, especially since because like a lot of people from Friendship Heights does go to Fort Totten. And I kind of do not like these changes at all. Like I don't like how it goes on now Nebraska, but via the M4, then goes to Sibley Hospital. This is gonna be every 20 minutes, but it should just go back to Friendship Heights because like, or have a new route reach Friendship Heights because like Friendship Heights and Fort Totten, like two of the most outer DC stations, just will be easier. I don't know what part this is though. I think this is a little bit of like, I'm not sure what route this goes between, but like some of these like minor route deviations I I don't like. Oh, this goes on South Dakota a little bit, but I kind of don't know why it will go on South Dakota Avenue. They could just turn on Riggs. They could just turn on First Place, and you'll be at a Fort Totten right here. I don't get some of these like unnecessary deviations just to get to a station, and we do have more of that coming up on this video. So that's between Tenley. So I wish, and that's why the C83 exists, because it goes on McKinley Street, and then it goes into like the E6, basically, like the old E6, going to Norwood. And I do not like any of these routes. I just wish the C83 would just go to Fort Totten instead, and then have the C81 or something go into like the E6, the E4 and the M4 remain kind of the same. But I think it's because they want the M4 to be like completely like a commuter route, and because the M4 is being converted into a commuter route, it seems. And then they want the E4 to like pick up the slack to Sibley because it's going to be eliminated. So this is the C83, which is basically almost representative of the old M6, I mean the E6. And this is the M4, the C85. This will also be part of the D2. And I'll go on MacArthur, which is kind of like the D5. Up to like Foggy Bottom, Potomac Park. And this is the commuter route, like to commuter route between like the old D1 and M4. Because this is only rush hour only too. And they do run like in a peak direction right as well. I kind of feel like this should be more, I don't know how to say it, but like I kind of feel like this route is gonna be deemed unnecessary in my opinion, because like you already have like the E4 going on Nebraska, and then you have the D2 like with the combination like the N something lines on right here. But this is gonna be every 30 minutes. Like I don't understand this route, to be honest. The C87 is like the school. It's like the school route D31, which goes between Silver Spring and Tenleytown, which goes between Tenleytown and like up to like 16th Street or somewhere around here. But it's now going to go between Silver Spring and Van Ness. So this is like this is going to be like the D31, since it goes on 16th Street, then it goes turn onto Military Road, and it will turn on Nebraska. They'll bypass Tenleytown, then they'll go on Van Ness Street to Van Ness. So this is a commuter route, but it's going to be every 20 minutes. This is going to be kind of like representing the old S1 but it's going to go into like a commuter downtown route more. And the C91 is the G2, and the frequencies are kind of almost the same. So I'm not really going to tackle like the routes that are already the same. Alright, so now we're done with all the crosstown routes, which is the C routes. So now we're just going to go on to the D route. So these routes are, this is going to be 32, except it goes into Kennedy Center, which I kind of don't understand. But at the same time, I think because Potomac Park is only really for like peak hour service, really. So this will be every 12 minutes or 20 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what it says right here. D1X is the 36. It kind of represents a little bit of the old D32 and the old 34. But this is another of the Pennsylvania Avenue line. The X routes will be express. I'll say that right now. So let me just I need to hold up. So this is between Naylor Road and Archives. So this is like a little bit of the 36. I kind of think this is okay. Like I kind of like it being cut back to Archives, because like the 32 is and 36 will get bundled up too much around this area, and especially since you have the 33 now going to Union Station. So you will need to you'll need to overlap that. So having it in the Archives is a good idea in my opinion. And then the D20 is the X2, which will be extended to Foggy Bottom during the late night. This is the current X2. Which is already every 12 minutes. This is the D6. 6 between McPherson and Stadium Armory, I think. And then like this will also go into like part of the 96 and W4 to 96 between Stadium Armory and Benning Road, and W4 between Benning Road and Deanwood. I kind of feel I know they wanted to split the D9, the D6 all this time, so I feel like this is good in my opinion. Also every like 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. So the D2X, like I said, X will always mean express routes. So the D2X will go between Gallery Place, and it will no longer go into Minnesota Avenue and like naming something Boulevard route here to Capitol Heights. It's now going to just continue straight on Benning Road and on Capitol Heights to what's it called? To Capitol Heights. Okay, so let me take this back. Like between Benning Road and Capitol Heights, they will have like midday service and evening service, but they won't have any weekend service. So going back to like the C57, this will have weekend service, and this will have like full only daily service. I mean Monday weekday service, I'll say. And this is the current X9. I kind of feel this is better than having it go into like Minnesota Avenue and going on like the V2 and V4 stuff, because like I kind of feel like it's there's not much ridership on that. I'm gonna say that. Same thing with like here, but it will make more sense to stay on Benning Road. Okay, the 80 is kind of almost the same, except it now only goes with the Federal Triangle and LaFont Plaza during the late night, instead of having it go to McPherson Square. Also 24 hours every 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. The D32 is the G8 a little bit with the H6 portion to Fort Lincoln. And this is, it only goes up to like Metro Center. Like, let's see what the G8 goes. Forgot. Where is it? Okay, so, and then some trips will not go to Rhode Island Avenue. We'll stay on Rhode. We'll skip like, I don't know how to say it exactly, but like, all right. But like the G8 will not serve like we'll stay on Rhode Island Avenue instead and go to Fort Lincoln and via Rhode Island, which is similar to the old what the G9 used to be, except it only goes to the Mount Rainier terminal, and then the G8 is getting a new like completely redesigned, like unrecognizable. I'm gonna say that right now, but it's gonna be every 20 minutes. So the D34 is the other route that goes to West Hyattsville, and it's gonna be a little bit of the G8 as well. On Marone Street, 22nd, and then it won't go on Rhode Island Avenue. I don't know what route goes on New York Avenue, but this will be completely different. The route between Brooklyn and West Hyattsville is the same for the G8. And then the D32, the Rhode Island portion is kind of the same, and Shaw Howard portion somewhere down here, 11th Street as well. And then the P... Oh, yeah, it is a little bit of the P6 I see now. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so I'm going to think about just taking a break after the DC. I'm just going to talk about the DC routes today. And, like, tomorrow I will talk about the Maryland routes. And then maybe Sunday I'll talk about the Virginia routes. Because this is going longer than I thought. This is the D8 and the D4 combination. Between like K Street, this goes into like D8 to Ivy City, I think. So let me compare the routes real quick. Okay, D8 and then the D4. So yeah, the D4 goes up to Ivy City and then goes into like Metro, like, and it will be into like a little different going on like H Street and then to Metro Center, and then the D8. Oh yeah, it will be a little bit of mostly the D8, and then a little bit of the D4 right here. But it's mostly like an extended D8 to like Farragut Square, I think. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, the D40 is the 70, the current 70, which is going up to and it goes LaFont Plaza during the late night. So this is already the same thing. Except I wish this was more 12 minutes instead of 20 minutes, because like I don't know why like on weekends it's 15 minutes. Or something. It's also 24 hours though. And then the D44 is the current 64. And the 63 is in the 63. The 60 is being eliminated in this redesign, it seems. But it's also gonna be every 20 minutes. And then D4X is the 79, except it no longer, it's gonna go up to oh yeah, they both go up to Archive. I was like, didn't it? The 70 didn't go. Yeah, I was about to say the 70 did only being cut back to Archives, but they always went to Archives. And this D50 is gonna be the 52, the current 52, with like late night service going up to Tacoma and only going up to LaFont and being rerouted to LaFont. Like. Because the 52 will now be going on to like Main Avenue into like Waterfront. Like the current I think the current 52 this is the current 52 between Colorado Terminal and LaFont, and then late night service is going to go to Tacoma and Waterfront. But it's gonna be like completely shifted. So it's gonna be every 20 minutes, 12 to 20 minutes. So the D5X, which is the 59, which and it's gonna be combined into the 54, which go at the Metro Center. I'm not sure where the 59 went. I think it was like Federal Triangle. I'm not sure. But it's gonna be like between like it's gonna be a little differently. Like the hours are gonna be differently between like 7 to 9 instead, 16 to 20 minutes, depending on the day, and then the D50 would operate between 10 to 4 at to Tacoma. The D60 is the S2, except the S2 will only be up to McPherson Square every 20 minutes, and then the D6X, which is the S9, which will be extended to Archives, or I think, yeah, Archives, because like I don't think this is LaFont Plaza, and it'll be every 12 minutes. And then late night service with the S2 would be extended, will have its extended to LaFont. So, like I said, I don't understand the point of like cutting these two services, like swapping these two services terminals. Oh no, this is Federal Triangle. Never mind, this is Federal Triangle. I don't really feel like, I don't understand why both of them will be split. Like I feel like the D60 should just still go to Federal Triangle, and the D6X could just go up to like McPherson, like how it usually is. It's gonna be confusing for a lot of these people, I'm gonna say that. This is the L2, the D70, except it's no longer going into like the deviations into like Woodley Park. Right here between like, since I know the L2 goes between like into like a little bit into Adams Morgan and like Duke Ellington, but it's no longer going to do that. I think it's going to be replaced by the D72 when I remember looking at this, but every 20 minutes. Yeah, the D72 will replace it, which is also a combination of the 42 and 43, except it only goes up to McPherson Square, and it'll be extended to Van Ness. Even though I feel like this route should just be extended into like Tenleytown instead of Van Ness, even though there is an abandoned Van Ness bus terminal there that nobody really uses, so I get why they're gonna use it. And then the D74 is the H8. I remember the H8 goes around Rhode Island Avenue, then Brooklyn, then Georgia Avenue, and then DuPont, I think. And this will be a little bit of 42 and 43 too, going up to like Potomac Park. Also every 20 minutes. And the D80 is the current 33, so I already seen that route a couple times, and I might ride it like tomorrow because I'm gonna meet some girl up I know. So it's also every 12 minutes. And then the 31, this is the current 31, the D82, which is recently only got reverted to weekday peak hours only every 15 minutes, but it's still going to be the same things. The D80 and D82 are the same route of the current 31 and 33. Okay, so the D90, the D90 is the N2 between Tenleytown and like American Park or something like around here. Then it goes on Massachusetts Avenue, and then it goes up to like Mount Vernon, which I kind of feel is okay in my opinion. Every 20 to 30 minutes. And then this road, this is the other half of the D6 between Chinatown and Sleep Hospital. I'm going to try to finish up soon because I'm going to take a little break. So, and then this is, I think this is the final route of the thing. This is going to be a combination of the N4, N6, and then the D2 that goes up to DuPont Circle. Yeah, so this is the N4, N6, and the D2 in one route. So, and this also goes to Bethesda. This will replace right on Route 34 a little bit. And it's going to be every 20 to 30 minutes. Alright guys, so I guess this is going to be it for today's video, like live stream. I'm going to like continue doing the Maryland thing. Like I'm going to take a little break and then I'll redo the Maryland proposals after this. So this will be the I will like maybe like keep this up on this channel instead of like me editing it, like, but this is my opinions on like the DC bus routes. I'm gonna do the Maryland like next and then the Virginia soon. So yeah, I guess that's it guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and this is my first time doing a live stream. But yeah,